Hi, in this recording we will learn how to work with tables in Excel. So we're looking at what we call structured range of data. Does it look like a table? It sure looks like a table, but it is not a table. To convert this range to a table, you can simply click on Insert and then Table. And so Excel is detecting the boundaries of my range that I want to convert to a table. And yes, my table has headers, so we want to leave this checked. As you can see, we have headers here. We click OK, and now we have a table. How do I know I have a table? If you click on your table, you can see we have Table Tools Design tab that appeared on your ribbon. If I click away from my table, that tab disappears. So it's contextual tab. If you click on your table, it will appear. One of the advantages of using tables, look at the table headers here. You see sale date, day, sales ID. When I scroll down, you will see how the A, B, C, D, E will change to reflect my table headers. You see that? So that's one of the many advantages of using tables. When you go to Table Tools Design tab, you see that your table has a name, which is Table 1. You can give it a more meaningful name. So a good name for this table would be something like June transactions. You hit enter to save your changes, and now it's called June transactions. Also, you have different options to select or deselect. So if you want to remove the banded rows, you can simply deselect that. To show it again, you click on it. To include a total row at the bottom of your table, you can check total row. And this simply means that you don't have enough width in the column to fit the number. I can simply double click to auto fit the number. And so when you add the total row, you can decide, for example, what function to use. So when you click on this, you see that we're using the sum function to add up the amount. You can also use average to figure out the average amount and other functions. Also, if I want to know how many transactions we've made in the month of June, I can click on any of these and use, for example, count. So that tells me that we did 101 transactions in the month of June. Okay, now what if we have duplicate values and we want to check for duplications? I don't want to manually find duplicate values. I want Excel to do the hard work for me. So if I click on remove duplicates, you want to make sure that all of these fields are checked. So for duplicate records to exist, all of these have to be equal. And so we click OK. And sure enough, we have one duplicate value that was found and removed. Now we have 100 unique values. A quick way to go all the way to the bottom from here is do Control on your keyboard and then down. Control down will take you down, and you see that now we have 100 transactions instead of 101 transactions. Control Home on your keyboard will take you all the way to the top to cell A1. Now, one final thing that I want to show you before concluding the recording here is you see how we have to scroll down to see the total row at the bottom? What if I want to always see the total row and be whatever I want to be on my table? So a quick way to do this is by dividing your sheet into two panes. So if I click, for example, on cell A15 from here, I can go to the View tab and simply split my window into two different panes. So if I click on Split here, you see we added the split bar, if you will, and you can move it up or down, but right now it's good where it is. And in the lower pane, I can scroll down all the way to the total row. As you can see, and I can click on the upper pane and be wherever I want to be and still see the total row. So for example, if I change any of these values, let's say I add 100 to this transaction, you see how that is reflected in the total row. And again, the way to do that is going to the View tab and then Split. To remove the split, you can simply deselect Split.